This is your second stimulus check and stimulus package update for Wednesday, July 22nd. Hey everyone, Matt here, back for another Blind to Billionaire video. Let's get right into the content. But hey, real quick, before we do, hit the subscribe button. All right, perfect. Now that you're subscribed, let's get into it. Finally, the day we've all been waiting for. As you know, the Senate is back in session as of Monday, but the date we've been waiting for, there are finally negotiations on this next round of stimulus checks and the stimulus package, which encompasses those stimulus checks. So yesterday, Republicans, Mitch McConnell and the Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin met with Republican senators to unveil their plan for this stimulus package, which includes those stimulus checks, which is really nice. So Mitch McConnell actually came out and said he agrees that there should be direct payments to the people in this package. So what's really nice about that is Democrats also came out and announced a while ago that they also agree that there should be direct payments to the people, otherwise known as stimulus checks, included in this next stimulus package. So what's really cool about this is, although the parties are divided somewhat, of course they don't agree on everything, one thing that they both unanimously agree on is that there should be a second round of direct payments to the people included in the package. So that is awesome. I mean, that's really, really cool. So now that all of the Republican senators know what's included in this package, they're going to be presenting it to the Democrats. So just like any other negotiation, the two sides are going to come together, basically present their cases, present what they want in this package, and then it comes time to start negotiating. And again, just like every negotiation, there's two sides. Typically, they're far apart, but typically they come together, they resolve the issues, they meet somewhere in the middle so that it's a win-win situation that both parties are happy with. It's just like any negotiation, a business negotiation, a real estate negotiation, anything like that. So over the next couple weeks here, hopefully, we should be getting some answers as far as the parameters of this stimulus package and, of course, the stimulus checks. Now, here's what we don't know as far as these stimulus checks that are included in this package, and that is we don't know who's going to be included, we don't know when they will be distributed, and we don't know the amount. How much is it going to be? We don't know that yet. However, Republicans should be presenting their case to the Democrats, I think, later today. So we may get that public information here soon, possibly by later today. We should get more of the details. Now, of course, this is just the initial proposal. Okay, so this is not set in stone, but at least we're getting some idea of what do both parties think. We already know the Democrats want it to be $1,200 just like the first time. We don't know what Republicans are thinking quite yet. However, it's probably going to be along those lines again. But of course, we don't know that until it's announced. But that's actually really exciting. So we'll have to wait and see later today, maybe tomorrow, whenever this is released, and we can see, what comes of this whole thing. So that's the information that we have about this second stimulus check. So let's think back to the first stimulus check and kind of maybe anticipate what are we thinking here. So first of all, as we know, like I just said a few minutes ago, the Senate is back in session as of Monday, but they're only going to be in session until August 7th. Once August 7th hits, they go on vacation for an entire month. They're gone. So like I said just a minute ago, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said he's very confident there's going to be an agreement and this package will pass before the end of the month. Well, that's in just like a week and a half or so, the end of the month. Well, Mitch McConnell is not exactly too confident that they're going to have a package passed by that date. However, they have a little bit of extra time until August 7th to get it passed. If they don't pass anything by August 7th, we could be looking at September until they can pass anything, until they're going to be back in session. Now, some people say that they're going to continue working and they're not going to go on vacation until this is passed. I don't think so. I highly doubt that. Just think of it. Think of this. You are on vacation for 2 weeks, you come back to work for 3 weeks, and you work, and then someone says, hey, if you guys don't get this work done, we're going to cut into your vacation, your month-long vacation, and we're going to keep working. Do you think that's going to happen? I don't think so. So I highly doubt it. that if they don't get it passed now, that they're going to continue working into their vacation time. I just don't think that's realistic to even think that. But I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. But like I said, they have 3 weeks to get this thing done. So between now and August 7th, there's going to be a ton of new information, like I've been saying in my videos. And I think we will be watching everything closely. And of course, we're going to give you those updates as soon as we get them, because it's going to be changing a lot of negotiations. And I mean, this is basically what everyone's been waiting for the last couple months now. Like, hey, start talking about it. Start negotiating this thing. Give us some time frames. Give us some information. So we'll be watching that, and we should be getting a lot of information. But I kind of got off on a little rant there. But let's think back to the first package. It was passed in late March, and the first round of payments started going out as of mid-April. So the thing that I want to say there is it took about 3 weeks from the time it was actually signed by the president until those first round of checks were actually distributed. So let's kind of calculate this out a little bit and anticipate, when could we see the first round of checks starting to roll out of this second round of stimulus checks, if they're passed within this next like 2.5 week period before August 7th hits. So let's just speculate that it passes sometime during this period. It goes to the president, he signs it, everything's good to go. Let's say the very last day that this, pushes through would be August 7th. Let's put 3 weeks onto that. That puts us at the end of August, that I would anticipate the absolute earliest that we could be seeing these payments. So just keep that in mind. If they get this passed in the next 2.5 weeks here while they're in session, I would anticipate, based on the first stimulus package, the very first round of checks could be rolling out as early as August, like late August. So late August is probably when we could see those first round of checks going out. So again, we don't know those details quite yet because it hasn't been presented, but that's just thinking through based on the first round of checks, and I guess we'll see. Another thing we need to consider too is maybe all of these negotiations come together, they come up with a plan that both sides agree with, and they're fine with that. All of a sudden it goes to the president's desk, he looks at it and says, no way, I'm not signing that. So that's just another consideration that could prolong the process even longer. But again, we'll just need to wait and see. But I'm guessing at this point, the president probably, if anything hits his desk, it's going to be a unanimous agreement from both sides, from Congress, and it'll go to the president. He'll probably sign it, would be my anticipation. But anyway, I wanted to give you this information because it's exciting. We're finally getting some movement. We've been waiting for this for a couple months. It's finally happening. They're finally negotiating this thing out. So if I come up with any other information later today, I'll certainly let you know. Otherwise, have a great Wednesday. Thanks so much for being here. I truly do sincerely appreciate your continued support. It truly just means so much to me. I love connecting with all of you down below in the comments section. It's just awesome, the conversations that we have here. And yeah, so thank you so much for all that. Of course, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch